Hello, you lovely people. Welcome to the Geek. I'm Penge. Welcome back to Terroir, a game about making wine. I don't drink wine. I don't know anything about wine. So it's going about as well as you'd expect. So here we go. We have Chateaux Penge. This is the chateau. I wouldn't call that a chateau. I'd call it a shack in the woods with a well. I mean, look, I have to cut my own wood. What kind of chateau is that? I have to chop my own firewood. It's not good enough. So, yes, this is Terroir, a game about making wine. So, last time, we had a go at this, and we did okay. We had mixed fortunes. We made a good wine. We made a good Cabernet Sauvignon, which was good and was well received, and it sold well. And then I think we made another one, and it was arse. So, and then we made another one that was good, and now we've got a second. We have to speed time on, don't we? I forgot about that. You can't move around the map if it's paused, which I suppose makes sense. Ooh, there's cover. Okay, this is where it gets key already. So yes, and then we planted a Chardonnay over here. So we have a red and a white. So the wine is growing nicely. We have to get ready to trim this back. Yes, I think we trim that and we trim that. Trim, damn you. There we go. So we've done some trimming of the shrubbery. So yes, this is where the wine is growing. This is the red grapes. These are the white grapes. And we have to make sure that this ripeness goes up. Now, it's not going up very much at all. It is dark. It is miserable. It is a terrible spring thus far. Let's chop that back. Chop that back. Because that foliage is too big. Oh, no. They've got fungal rot because it's been miserable. It's dark and cold and raining a lot. Oh, no. Its yield is decreasing. This is not good. Come on, we need sunshine. This is better. The sun, little tiny plain. So, yes, what you do is you grow wine. Well, no, that's an entire lie. You grow grapes, and then you turn the grapes into wine, and then you sell the wine. Now, here we go. This thing in the corner has appeared. One of the wine merchants is available to buy wine from me, and that is good. Right, it's summer. I'm going to cut all the things back now. I'm going to cut that entirely back, because these are not ripe at all. These are ripeness 1. These are like raw grapes that are just revolting. However, we do have some wine to sell. So last time out, we got some wine. We had 2 lots. We had the red and the white. But unfortunately, we could not sell the red wine because we didn't have enough money to bottle it. So we had to take a loan out from the bank, which wasn't ideal, but we needed to in order to sell the white wine. So now we've got the red wine. So we can sell this now. So we can sell the red wine. So it's a 4-star red wine. It's got good, all of this stuff. So let's sell that. Now we had problems before because we simply didn't have enough capacity here with our selling people. There's a new person. Grape Foods Co. Limited. Want to sell my wine for an absolute pittance? I rather think not. It costs me more than that to bottle it. Get off, Cruppy. Grape Foods, you're 1 letter out from being correct. So yeah, so we get to sell our wine with these particular people, but we had to wait for them to sell on our white wine because we'd spread it out between them. So now I've learnt that lesson, I'm going to sell 810 bottles with you, because you sell it at a bigger price, and then 270 bottles with you, and then, yeah, because you get, I don't know what that is, but yeah, so, and then none for you, so if I do have some more wine, eventually, and these are still selling wine, I can sell 100% of my wine to those guys. So let's do that. Sell all of that wine, please. Now, we do have some money. We need this ripeness to go up, because that is terrible. This is bad wine. Come on, 2. At least that's something. It's only August. The only thing is we need it to go to at least 4, I would have thought. 4 or 5. Come on, come on. More ripeness for the wine. Okay, this is going to be a bad wine year. I can sense. We've already got fungal rot, which isn't a good standing thing, is it really? Let's be honest. And yes, it's dark again. Is that a rain cloud? Oh, this is going to be dreadful wine. This is going to be 2 lots of terrible wine. Okay, fine. We'll harvest the wine. Okay, so we've got fungal rot. We haven't got much wine. That's got fungal rot as well. Okay, yeah, it's not ideal. Okay, so this is the bit where we have to decide what to do with our wine, how we wish for it to be prepared. So at the minute, again, because we've only got the one chateau, the chateau level 1, we've only got the choice of this word, piguage, where you do it with your feet. It's a bit weird, but yeah, okay. So we'll choose crushing method, piguage for both of them because we have no options. So right now, all the people are stamping on them, stamping on the grapes, or my minions, presumably. Can't see where they are, but never mind. Look at the money coming in. I know what we could do with that money. Yes, we need to put it in barrels. Okay. This is where it gets complicated because we have some numbers. I've written down the numbers of what makes a good wine for these particular types. So a Cabernet Sauvignon is good when everything was at 4. So every 2 weeks of fermentation decreases sweetness by 1. So we don't want the sweetness to go down. And this needed to be sweet as well. So we want it to ferment for less than 2 weeks because we don't want the sweetness to get any less. Otherwise that's going to be not good wine. Now we get to squish it. So the acidity increases by 1. And then it then decreases when you then leave it in storage. So I think if we put that up by 1 to 6, I think the acidity and the tannins then come down. And I think the same for that as well. We want that to be higher, I think. Wasn't that higher acidity is better? Like that? So look, what's that? For every 10%, your acidity increases by 1. So if we do, what's that? 20%, that'll make it acidity 7. And by the time we leave it in the thing, it'll come down. No, let's do that. Begin pressing. Squish the wine. Okay, now to stick it in barrels. Here we go. Barrel type, French oak, barrel type, French oak. And that's only because we can't pick these because, again, we haven't got a level 2 chateau. So let's press done. Let's stick it in barrels. And then we just have to leave it. So it goes into our wine cellar just here, which is lovely. So yeah, this is too acidy at the moment. That's just too acidy. However, this, 6355, this might be okay. It's not sweet enough, but it might be okay to bottle. So let's bottle that up. Let's put the cork. Let's have our standard bottle with it. Oh dear, we haven't got much of it. We've hardly got any of this. Yeah, I bottled a terrible vintage. Okay, and then let's organise a tasting for that. So here we go. We get some posh people in to taste it. Let's get you, Nancy Tresco, Calabai, and El Scorchito. And they're going to say, this is bloody awful. Okay. Perfect for a meal enjoyed al fresco on a mild summer afternoon. Okay, that's okay. That's actually not that bad. Okay, fine. I'll consider selling that. I'm not selling it to those guys because that's rubbish. Okay. Oh no, I've lost a bit of prestige with these guys and they're not going to sell my wine anymore. They only want 252 bottles worth. Oh dear, that's not very good. Right, I need to get back on with them. Back on terms of those. So let's sell the maximum amount of bottles I can to those guys. Sell. Brilliant. And then we've got 108 of those bottles left to get rid of. Meanwhile, we're going to leave them in there for a little while. So that's good. Now, we do have a sum of monies. I'm going to go and pay the bank back. I'm going to pay back $10,690. Even though it should be euro, really, if we're in France, because everything's in French. So, yeah, let's pay that back. Otherwise, I'm paying 445 quid a month, and that seems a bit silly. So, yeah, let's repay that. This would cost a total of Really? Yeah, do it. Yeah, that's fine. We can cope with that now. Now we've got that good wine coming in. That's good. So we've got money from our good wine selling. Paying upkeep on these. So, yeah, these are the different tiles. You can buy these tiles. So that's 15 grand to buy a bit of forest. That is 50 grand to buy some sandy soil. And I do want some different soil types. Unfortunately, 50 grand is a little bit steep at the moment. Right. How's that? That's entirely the wrong button. Let's go to the wine cellar and check out this. 5344. Yes, let's do that. Let's bottle that then. Come on, we might as bloody well. So yeah, this is our... Oh no, I put the Chardonnay in the wrong bloody bottle. I thought the other thing was... Oh, dearie me, I don't know what I'm doing. This is the red wine. I just put my white wine in a red bloody bottle. Never mind. What a plank. Right, cork. Let's put it in that again. Yeah, go. Bottles. Oh, hang on. Now I'm very confused. Oh, yes, because the Chardonnay. Yeah, I put it in the wrong bottle. Never mind. Right, I've got 108 bottles of that. They'll have 81 bottles for some reason. Why? Why are you only having 81 bottles? I don't understand why they're only having 81 bottles. Have more bottles of wine. Okay, let's organise a tasting for this wine. Let's get the decent people in. Let's get El Scorchito in, even though he's only prestige 1, but he's got a good name. Invite to the tasting. It's good wine. Okay. Right, good. Are they going to want more of this wine? 270. Yes, those guys will have that for 270 because they sell it for a lot more. And those guys can have 90. That's good. Sell that. Okay. Do I just sell... No. that's if I have a crap wine. If I have a terrible wine, if I make an absolute pile of vinegar and spit, then this is who I'm going to sell it to, because at least it'll be something. I'll make the crappiest bottle, the cheapest, horriblest wine you can imagine. I will simply sell it to those. But these guys at the minute are okay. I don't want to annoy them. So this can just sit there. The Chateaux Penge Chardonnay 2022 is just going to have to sit there and wait until one of these people has finished selling all of the current bottles of wine. Now, it might be the guys at the top, because they're only waiting to sell 90 bottles. So let's speed time on. Now in the corner, a little thing appears that says, hey, a seller is ready to sell your wine. So we'll have to wait and see when that comes up. So yeah, do I buy a tile? Environment tiles do stuff for you, but I don't think I've got enough. I've not got enough money, I don't think. I've not really got enough money to buy a tile and then look after everything else and invest in all the stuff. I need to get 2 really good wines. So it's coming around again. February, sort of March time is when we start seeing grapes growing again. So let's wait for grapes to appear on the vines. Right, okay. So already, these grapes are riper than the ones last year already. We're only in March. They've got a ripeness of 2. Also, one of the wine merchants is now available to buy some wine from me. So let's pop back into the wine cellar for a second. Let's see who we can sell this to. It's going to be the guys at the top, is it? Oh, it's both of you there. Oh, okay, right. Well, you can have... Why don't you guys have 81 bottles? Because you sell it for more. And you guys can have the remaining 27. There we go. Sell. We might as well sell all the wine stock we've got that's decent to the nice guys. And yeah, if we do have rubbish wine, we will sell it to those cheapo guys. So yeah, this here is just where you have to wait and hope that this ripeness goes up. You want it between sort of here, I think. I don't think you want it up here, because that's too ripe. You also don't want it down here, because that's just like eating a rock in the shape of a grape. You kind of want it in the middle. So this is going pretty well. So it's April. Ideally, we want it to go up to 4. Let's speed time forward a bit. Let's accelerate. There we go. 4. Can we get it up to 5 by the time summertime hits? Can we get it to 5? Come on. Let's have a good harvest this year. Okay, so now they're going to start getting burnt and stuff. They're going to get dry. So we need the cover to appear on them anytime soon. Come on, grow your little sort of canopy thing, because it's June and you're going to get all burnt and dried out and your ripeness will come back down. Where's your little canopies? You normally have them by now. I don't understand grape. 5. Beautiful. Right, grow your coats. Coats, please. Wine coats. No wine coats. Okay, fine. No wine coats yet. Do you know what I am going to do? I've got a forest tile here. You can buy little incidental items. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to buy... There was a tent. Yeah, there we go. I can only build 20 of these. Well, that will be a terrible shame if I can only build 20. So here we go. $50. I don't know what it does. I've got a little tent. What? Do I just put it there? Oh, no. That's all it is. It just sits there. Okay, that makes it just look pretty and nice. I like that. What else can we put in there? That's quite exciting. Oh, wind turbine would be quite cool. 50. Yeah, I can't afford a wind turbine. A wooden fence. Wine barrel. Oh, look. There we go. A place to relax. Maybe to have a pint of beer. I mean wine. Yes, a glass of wine. Don't have a pint of wine. Yeah, okay then. Let's get one of those as well. Let's put that in the forest tile. Oh, I like that. I like the little sort of incidentals that you can just put down for no reason. What else is there? What else is there? Signboard. A canoe. Okay, a campfire. A lighthouse. You gain 100 renown. Wow. A wine press. Steel vat. A tractor. Yes. A wheelbarrow. A wooden hut. Oh god, there's loads. A pier. Yes, there's water. So I haven't got any water tiles myself. But there are water tiles. Right, we've got to ripeness 6. We've got a good yield going on. And they didn't get their cover at all. Okay. Well, we'll have that then. Let's get the wine out. Okay. So these are all very, very, very nice grapes. We're going to have to leave them in the barrels for a bit by the look of it. So let's get this done now. Done. There we go. We have no choice but to squish it underfoot. So let's squish it underfoot again. Here we go. Crushing. Speed time on. Crush quicker, French people. Crush quicker. Here we go. Okay. Every 2 weeks of fermentation decreases sweetness by 1. So with the Cabernet Sauvignon, it was good with sweetness 4. So they've got sweetness 8. So we need to lose 4 points of sweetness. So that's what? 2, 4... Oh my goodness, that's 2 months. That's that long. 2 months. Blimey, okay. And the Chardonnay was good with sweetness of 5 or 6. So that will lose 1 point. that will lose 2 points. So that'll bring it down to sweetness 6. Okay, let's leave them to ferment. They'll be at different times. So imagine one thing will pop up telling me to do one thing, and one thing will pop up telling me to do another one. Okay, fermenting is done. So now the acidity is going to increase. We don't want any more acidy stuff. Thank you very much. God, look at the tannins in it. Oh, super tannins. Yeah, so we need to leave these in the barrels for a bit so that can come down. So let's do that. So we don't want the acidity to go up, I don't think. Can't quite remember what the next thing is. What happens in the barrels? It brings tannins by 2 and acidity down by 1, does it? I can't remember now. We definitely don't want it to increase, however. We don't want any more acidity because that will be bad. So let's do that. We're going to have 100% free run juice. We don't want any more acidity than what we've got now. So they're pressing them. Now we get to put them in barrels. So choose the barrel type. French oak, French oak. Right. Decreases acidity by 1 and tannins by 2 for every month. So we're going to need to leave Cabernet Sauvignon. Oh, it's going to be too strong in body, isn't it? So acidity by 1 and tannins by 2. So if we leave it for 2 months, we'll have acidity 5, tannins 5. That's okay. So leave that for 2 months. And that needs to be left for 1 month? 6? Oh, no, that needs to be 2 months as well. Okay, oh gosh, so we're going to be late. We're going to have late wines this year because we've got to leave them in there for quite a while. Okay, right, fine. We have to do some multitasking then because these are going to be growing while we're going to have to bottle and sort out the wines that are currently sat in our cellar. Okay, let's keep an eye on it. Get to February, see what happens. Okay, it's February. I think we're going to bottle the lot. I think this is going to be good. So, the Chardonnay. This is the white wine. Put it in the right bloody bottle. So, 5, 6, 5, 5. That's good, I think. So, if we bottle that, the Chardonnay. Here we go. Corks. And yes, well, I can't remember what bottle we had. We had the funny shape one, didn't we? There. So, let's bottle that. And then this one. Let's put corks and let's put it in its bottle. I think we normally have that one. So let's bottle that. There we go. Now these are bottled. Let's organise a tasting for this. Please be good wine. Please be good. Blah, blah, and... oh, the scroll wheel's a bit slow on that. Scotchito. Invite a tasting. Oh, it's glorious. This wine is delectable. Perfect from first sip to final swig. They all give it 5 stars. It's beautiful. Okay, what about this wine? Here we go. Is this going to be good? The red wine. Let's see how the red wine does. Oh, hang on. What? Pauline Malgood? You're new. I've got a different person. Pauline Malgood, Nancy Trescall, and Kelly Balahi are now the 2-star people. Can I just boot these people out the list? I don't want Mr. Meow, Miss Bosch, or Mr. Scotchito anymore. They've got crap prestige. I want the cool people. Right, invite you guys to a tasting. Oh, my word. That is remarkable. I've just created 2 wonder wines. Yes, okay. Let's sell that wine. Let's sell... I need to get them back in my good books a little bit. So let's sell 750... ooh, hang on a minute. So they're going to sell that for $47.85. How much does the red sell for? 50... right, let's give them more of that because that gives me more of a profit. So 810 to them because that's all they can cope with. All these guys are offering a little bit more for an incredibly fantastic wine. You bloody robbing gets. Okay, we're going to sell as much as we can of this good wine to them. So 756, and hope that pushes their thing back up for us because we're selling them a really, top-notch wine. Yes, beautiful. And then, yeah, let's get rid of the Chardonnay. 324 bottles for those. Sell. So hopefully they should then sell those 324 bottles relatively quick, and then we can get rid of the rest of the Sauvignon on them. Yes, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. Right, okay. We want that money to come rolling in. It's raining. The grapes have emerged. Here we go. Let's see what we can do with this year's wines. See, look, they've got early foliage though. Look, March. Foliage on them already. So let's cut that back, because last year it seemed to work quite well when it wasn't very foliagey. Is that a word? Foliagey? I don't know. Grape coats. Let's call it grape coats. Little plain. Open. One of the wine merchants is available. What, have they sold that wine already? Get off. You haven't sold it all already, have you? Okay. Bottles. Sell. You... what? You've sold all the really good one. I've got 80 grand. I didn't even notice that I had 80 grand. Oh my word. Right, we want to keep these guys in our good books. Let's sell a little bit with everyone else. Let's sell a tiny bit with everybody. 90 each. There you go. 90 each. Beautiful. Yes, that's good. Okay, good. And then hopefully that'll all sell fairly quick. Because, oh my god, we've got loads of money. We've got loads of money. What shall we do with our money? Shall we do something reckless? Shall we buy a sandy tile? Because that might be quite good fun. And we want kind of foresty tiles next to them here. Because I believe if you have an environment tile, it adds to the production of this, I believe. Okay, I'm a little bit cautious that if I do this, it might go horribly wrong. Let's see what I get for my funds first. So yeah, it's gone down because I'm paying maintenance on supporting the chateau and the wine and everything else. So that's fine. Oh no, they've got fungal rot. Right, because it's wet, I suppose. Is that why? Right, summer. I'm just going to cut that back and hope that the fungal rot dries out. Because rot, I'd associate fungal rot with wet, with like water. So if it's summer and the sun's out and they've not got cover on, the fungal rot might dry out. So that'd be ideal. It's gone dark again. Yes, look, the fungal rot's gone. The fungal rot's gone. They've gone up to ripeness 3. This is good. Ripeness 4. Come on, get up to ripeness 5 or 6. Come on. It's ripeness 6. We're going for it. This could be another couple of very good ones. What's that? Through a combination of excellent weather and canopy management, this year's grapes were exceptional. Ah, so if it's terrible wine, well, not terrible, if it's average wine, it gets +1. Okay, fine. So now we have to go through this rigmarole again. So we still only have this choice for the crushing. So let's do that. Oh, it's a bit slow and it's like that. Come on, squish all the grapes. And there's quite a lot of them as well, which is quite good. Okay, now how do we want to do this then? So every week of fermentation decreases sweetness. So for the Sauvignon, you want sweetness 4. So we need to drop 2 points. So we want a month. And the Chardonnay was pretty good with sweetness 5 or 6. So let's just do 2 weeks for that. Right, pressing. So acidity. So your acidity increases by 1. So yes, we want to bring that up. No, we don't want that. No, we want for the Cabernet Sauvignon, we want no more acidity. So when we leave it to sit in the casks, it drops by 1 acidity and 2 tannins, I believe. So it'll be acidity 4, tannins 5, which I think is okay. And the Chardonnay, we want to have no more acidity. We want more acidity, if anything. We kind of want to add to it. So yeah, we don't want it to be more acidy, do we? Oh yes, we do. Yes, okay. Yes, that's what we want. If we add 1 more to the acidity, it'll have acidity 6, tannin 7. Then as it sits in the barrel, that'll then come down by 1 point again, so back to acidity 5. Tannins 5, so it'll be 5, 5, 5, 6. That's precisely what we want. There we go. So they're pressing it. Right. Pop it in the barrels again. So only got 1 barrel choice. So there we go. And then we'll wait till January. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Just going to speed time on and check it in December. December! Okay, let's just check the red. Let's just check our red. What is that? It adds plus 10% to the Cabernet Sauvignon. 445 foot. Right, we're bottling that right now. So cork top, because I like the cork idea better. Yes, we're bottling that now. The Chardonnay is pretty much spot on as well, in fact. Let's bottle the Chardonnay while we're there. Cork all the way to the end. Bottle that. Okay, we've got a load of bottles. Let's organise a tasting with the good people. Oh my god, there's a 3-star reviewer. Irina, that name. Hizia? Pauline and Nancy. Yes, we'll invite you to taste it. Yes. Good Cabernet Sauvignon is everywhere, but great ones are rare, just like this little gem. Yes, I've made another good wine. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making it up. I've got another one. I've got another Prestige 3. Phil Kramer with a tremendous moustache. I want him. I only want him. Let's have Caleb Elahi still. Because I've got 2 3-stars and I need to pick another 2-star. So he's good. Let's invite him. 4. That's beautiful. We'll take that. That's a good wine. Okay. This is going to add plus 10%. So we can get quite a lot. If we sell 540 to these guys here, that is going to be very good. And then let's sell 180 to those. So let's do that. And then these guys in the middle can have 720 of those. Sell. I don't know if this gets any more than 5. I don't know if that's supposed to go up or not. I've no idea. I genuinely don't know. Is 5 the maximum? As long as your distributor relations are at 5. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Okay, fine. Yes, it needs... I think 5 is the maximum. Okay, so let's sell that. So now I've got no bottles left. So this is good. All my wine is now going to be sold. And it's only December, so I can have a month off. I can have Christmas off this year. My winemaking penge can have some time off. Beautiful. Merry Christmas, everybody. Goodbye. I'm going to go and see Santa. Okay, it's gone to February and I have $127,000. I'm tempted to do this now. Buy a sandy tile. It costs 50 grand. That's fine. So I might buy this sandy tile and then I'm going to try. Because what you can do is, this tile here is sandy as well. But I think you can only have 3 tiles by the look of it. Whereas all 3 types of wine? I don't know. Maybe you can have as many tiles, but you can have 3 types. So I can only ever grow Chardonnay, Cabernet Sauvignon, and whatever else I plant on the sandy tile. So maybe I need to be a bit more careful with that. But you can change the tiles. So if you look here, you can re-roll this sandy tile for $1,000 and see if it changes to an environment tile. And I believe, though I can't remember the exact nature of the benefits of it now, but if your wine growing tile, your vineyard tile, is next to an environment tile, it gets a bonus of some sort. So I'm tempted to buy that, and then if I try and turn this into an environment tile, which is like a forest, or I think there's a beach and other stuff, I think I might give that a go. So let's buy this sandy tile. This might go horribly wrong. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save it like a big wuss. I'm going to save it. Please hold. Okay, so here we go. I've done the save. We're going to buy this tile. Boom. Oh, yes, it's got sand on it. It's yellow. Right, and we're going to re-roll this tile. We hope we're going to get some sort of forest or the ocean or something. Re-roll a lake. A lake is very environmenty. Let's buy it for 10 grand. Yes, there we go. And there's another foresty tile there. Oh, look, my little empire. It's gone in a nice sort of triangle. It's gone in a sort of pyramid. I like that. Right, and we've got to pick what we want to grow just here. So ideal for Sauvignon Blanc and Syria. Oh, look, there we go. This tile is adjacent to a forest and enjoys a 10% increase in its monthly yield. Ooh, lovely. This tile is adjacent to a lake and enjoys immunity from phylloxera for the first 50 years of a vine's life and at a reduced rate onwards. Oh, that's rather good. So because the tile is adjacent to a forest, it's going to get 10%. They're all adjacent to the forest. Oh, that's quite good. Okay, what do we want to plant on the sandy tile? Now, I'm just in time, I think. Oh my god, Sauvignon Blanc or Syria. Oh, goodness me, that's expensive per month. And it costs a lot to bloody plant, but I bet that's very good. I bet that's a very good wine. Oh, look, it's got the word Chateau du Pape on it. That's to do with wine. I've heard of that before. I'm tempted to go for the big one. Do you know what? No guts, no glory. Let's plant some Syria. I mean, I can't even say it. So I don't know if that'll appear next year now. Because it's not there now, is it? Oh, no, there is. There's something growing on it. There's something growing. So it's a little bit slow. It's a little bit behind. Because it was planted a bit late. Whoa. Okay, the temperature just went up. The ripeness. But it doesn't look like it's hot or anything. It doesn't look like it's really warm. Look dark. Well, there we go. Okay. Right, okay. They've got some cover on. I'm going to chop that cover off. This might be stupid. I don't really know what I'm doing with it, but I'm going to chop all the cover off. There we go. Okay, the covers come back on these buggers. Let's see if this makes any difference. I'm going to try and cut the covers off again. Cut. Cut. Don't you bloody get any back on, mister. No. Oh, God, they're all covered in stuff. Go away. Stop it. It's summertime. You're supposed to be all basking in the heat and getting all nice. We've got a lot of yield of wine. Look at that. 3.3. I'm assuming it's tons. 3.3 tons of grapes. 3.96. We've got 4 tons of grapes. And it's nearly September next month. These are looking like good, nice wines. Right, trim quick before it gets rot or something horrible. Quick. Ah, good. Right, yes, do that. Let's harvest everything. Okay. So the Syria is ever so slightly different. So it's not as strong. Okay, it's not as strong a grape. Maybe that needs to be riper to get more out of it. I don't know. These, however, look good. Done. Okay. Once again, we have no choice. We have to go for piggyage. Piggyage in the middle. There we go. Right. Crush all the grapes, French peasants. Grapes crushed. Now we need to reduce the sweetness. So the Cabernet Sauvignon ideally has a sweetness of 4. I think that's been the best. So we want that for a month. The Chardonnay is okay with the sweetness of 6, between 5 and 6. But let's do that. Let's put it in for 2 weeks. Now this is an absolute unknown quantity. I have no idea. Okay, I've just used everyone's best friend Google to read about the wine characteristics of Syrah. And it says, wine characteristics. General, high tannins and high acidity. So alas, I don't have much in the way of high acidity, so I can sort that out. Tannins are sort of in the middle. So yeah, but it doesn't say whether it's sweet or not. So this is going to be a little bit trial and error as to whether this is going to be good. So I'm going to reduce the sweetness by 1, just to then make it in the middle, so it's 5. So let's leave that to ferment for a bit. So we're going to have to wait for a long while for all this to ferment. Okay, now we want to do some pressing. So the Cabernet Sauvignon, we want to have no extra acidity, because when we put it in the barrels, that will come down by 1 to make it 4, and the tannins will come down by 2 to make it 4, 4, 5, 5, which I think will be okay. The Chardonnay, yes, let's put that up 1, so it has acidity 6. Then when it's in the barrels, it will come back down to 5, and the tannins will come down to 5. This, well, we want it to make it more acidy, it said, didn't it, on that thing? So let's increase the acidity by 3. I don't really know. That'll make it 6. Let's make it 7. Let's make acidity 7. Yes. Press. Commence pressing, French people. There we go. Okay, barrels. Barrel type oak. Barrel type oak. Barrel type oak. Here we go. So let's just leave them in. So we've got to leave them to at least December, I would have thought, for it to make any kind of difference. Okay, December is here. Let's go and look at my many barrels. Right, the Cabernet Sauvignon looks pretty good to bottle now, as does the Chardonnay. This, who bloody knows? I've no idea. Let's bottle them all. We can afford it. Let's see how this goes. So let's bottle the Cabernet Sauvignon, cork, because come on, it's wine. Let's bottle that for 5.5. Let's bottle the Chardonnay, cork, with the weird bottle. Yes, bottle that. And then Syrah. Let's bottle you. Cork, you want a different bottle. Should we just have the first bottle? That one. Yeah, bottle number 1. You'll do. Bottle. Okay, Cabernet Sauvignon. Organised tasting. You 2 good ones. And the scroll wheel is very slow on that bit. And Pauline Malgood. Yes, we'll have you, please. Oh, yes, it's another 5-star mega wine. Okay, good. Here we go. Chardonnay. Let's get... Oh, we've got 3. Each time you get a decent wine, then, it must give you more prestige things then, I'm assuming. So I now have another 5-star wine, which means I now have another sort of higher level prestige wine taster. So here we go. These 3. Oscar Sunget. Looks cross, but okay, fine. That. Okay, so 3. Okay, that's fine. And I think that goes up by 1 anyway, does it? Because it had that. This wine gets +1 to its final rating if its final rating is less than 3.5 stars, which it was. So does that not go up? I don't know. Okay, let's organise a tasting for this. This could be a wonder wine, or this could be absolutely bloody awful. Let's get the 3 prestige people in to give it a tasting. Here we go. Oh, it's bobbins. I don't always drink Syrah, but when I do, I'm reminded of why I don't always drink Syrah. Okay, I think that's supposed to be far more acidy and tannin-y. I think that is not good. So this will sell really bloody quick. So let's sell 810 with those guys, because we get more from it for those guys. So yes, please. And we shall sell 270 with you. Sell. And then you guys can have all the Chardonnay. You can have 1,080 Chardonnays. There you go. And then someone else can have this. How much can we sell this for with you guys? Oh my goodness me. 70... Really? Or we can sell it for £7.98 at like the crappy supermarket that does all the corner shops. Okay, I might wait and leave that wine. Oh my god. Okay, so that, even though it's crap, still sells well. Blimeys. Okay, fine. Well, let's speed time on. It's going to be sort of growing time again soon. We're on ripeness 1, but it's December, so nothing's growing, so we need to wait till February at least. But let's see if we can watch the money start rolling in. Oh my god! 50 grand has just come in. That's quite welcome. Okay, the super duper wine went. The super mega wine, the red wine went immediately. So let's sell this Syrah wine to these guys. And that's all my bottles done. It doesn't matter how long it takes, because by the time I've got my next lot of wine done, they'll all be sorted. So there we go. Sell some Syrah. Apologies if I'm saying that wrong. I don't really know much about wine. I know that I don't really like it. Once I went on a work do, this was a little while ago now, and I don't really drink wine. I hardly ever drink wine. But they had wine on the tables. So I went, ooh, there's wine on the tables. Someone said, do you want a red wine? So I went, yeah, why not? I'll try some red wine. And I had some of it, and I was alright. I felt okay. I had some beer as well, which might not have helped, but only maybe 2. And so I had this red wine, and I woke up about 3 in the morning, and I was in very much head discomfort. I had a massive headache. I felt terrible. I felt so bad. So yes, that's why I don't drink wine. However, I have just noticed there's something just here. What's that? The vine is infested with fruit flies, and yield for the entire varietal has decreased by 20% every month. 20% down? Good lord. Okay, that's not good then for those. So we're going to get you... Oh no! Bloody flies everywhere. How do we get them? How do we stop flies? Stop it with the flies. Don't go to my bloody Chardonnay, you buggers. Oh god. Ripeness 10. It's overexposed to the sun because they've not grown a thing. They've not grown a canopy. It's too dry. It's just too dry out there. There's no rain. Here we go. Rain. Rain. Please rain on the things. So I can grow a canopy. Oh, it's going to be a bad year for wine. This is a disaster. Okay, so the summary is, it got to the end of the sort of growing season, got to September. None of my 3 tiles grew any kind of canopy. So these 2 are overexposed. So the Chardonnay and the Cabernet Sauvignon are overexposed. We've got hardly any yield because they stopped growing. These 2 they've all got bloody flies, so that didn't help either. So the yield is decreased. So not only were they not growing, but it was decreasing as well. So this is going to be a disaster. I was going to upgrade the chateau, but I'm not going to now because I suspect I might be in sort of financial trouble this time round because of a kind of crappy yield. So here we go. Acidity 1, sweetness 10, tannin body 10. It's like poison. However, that might be all right. There's just not a lot. 0.14 tons. Half a bottle. That's like a glass of wine. What's that? 1 star will be deducted from its final rating. Oh dear. This could be a tragedy of epic proportion. Okay. Let's squish them all underfoot. Let's see how this is going to go. This increases the tannins by 2. They're going to increase the already maxed out tannins by some more. Okay, every 2 weeks of fermentation decreases sweetness. That's it. We want to leave it in there for about 15 years. That one, I think we leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at sweetness 6. I don't know if it's supposed to be sweet, but we're going to leave the Syrah at sweetness 6. However, the Chardonnay and the Cabernet Sauvignon, particularly Cabernet Sauvignon, needs to lose about 5 or 6 points. So that's going to be 1 point of sweetness. That's 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, that's as most as I can do it. 2 months. Oh god, right, okay. Well, there we go then. We're done. Leave it to ferment for bloody ages. Okay, now I sort of see where this comes into play, because we want to now increase some acidity for this, don't we? And then it brings the tannins down. So we're going to want to kind of press this juice as much as we can. So the Cabernet Sauvignon was good with acidity 4, but, so that'll make it acidity 4. Oh no, that'll make it acidity 5. That's acidity 4, but then we've got to leave it in the barrels, haven't we? We've got to leave it to ferment to bring the tannins back down. So it loses 2. It loses 2 tannins and 1 acidity for each month it's in there. So we're going to want to leave it for 3 months, I think. Bloody hell. It's December already. I'm going to have no money next time out. And all my vines are still bloody infested with fruit flies. How do I get rid of fruit flies? I genuinely don't know how to get rid of fruit flies. So I think I need that to be... We leave it in for 3 months. So we want it to be 4. And it loses 1 point of acidity, don't we? 5, 6, 7 for that. I think we want to do the same for that. Which was there. And that, I think we want the acidity to go up as well. So 5, so that'll be 8. So that'll give it as acidity 8. Let's go acidity 9. Why not? Yes, do some pressing. I don't know what I'm doing with the pressing, but let's just make it up as we go along. Beautiful. Right. Barrel types are all the same because we have no choice. So, okay, leave it in there. Right, so the Syrah. Let's have a look at that then. So these are, oh my god, there's hardly any. 1 barrel. 1 bloody barrel. There's 4 barrels of this Syrah stuff. So acidity 9, sweetness 6, tannin 7, body 7. Okay. Let's leave that until January. And then we'll get the Syrah out like that. In fact, January. So let's check this. So acidity 8, sweetness 6, tannins 5, body 6. Let's bottle that. I don't know if this is good. That one, but with a cork. 2.5 grand because we've got 4 bottles of it. Let's get someone. It's in the bottles. Let's organise a tasting for this. Please don't taste like dishwater. Please be nice. Please be nice. Invite to tasting. It's nice. Syrah is not for everyone. Not Syria. Syrah is not for everyone. It's a pretty bold wine. The Chateaux Penge Syrah 2026 is a good introduction to this varietal. It's not terrible, but it's not exceptional enough to dazzle the palate. Yes, okay, that's good. That might keep me in the game. That might well keep me in the game. Okay, we're going to sell 360 with those. And to keep them sweet, because I quite like the fact that we can sell 100% with them, we're going to sell them 120. Oh, no, but then they're going to get cross, aren't they? Because they're going to be like, whoa, you didn't sell anything with those, so you can bugger off. But tough. Tough. That's the way it's going to go, I'm afraid. We do need some money this year. And this stuff's just going to have to sit and wait for a bit. So it's going to have to get to February. I don't know how to clear the bloody fruit flies. I wonder if there's something I need to do with the chateau. Do you know what? We should be making some money from... Hang on, let's just check it now. Let's just check. 566. Right, this might be okay. What's that? I can't believe it's not butter. Buttery flavour grants plus 10%. Okay, that's fine. 5666. Yeah, let's bottle the Chardonnay. That might be nice. So, all the way to the end. Cork. Chardonnay is the white one. Bottles. Tasting. This is going to taste terrible because it's terrible grapes that were overexposed. That's good. That actually is good. We need to leave that in for a bit longer. But okay, fine. Let's sell this. You can have 90 bottles of that. And then we'll sell the rest to whoever wants. We've got 30 bottles left. I'm not selling it to the corner shop people, though. You can leave that. And when it gets to March, we'll sell the next lot, hopefully. Right, they're growing. And it's raining, which is good. So hopefully... Can not kill fruit flies if it rains? Can they not just all die? Right, trim the bush bits back. Trimmage. Bit of high-level trimmage happening there. Okay, more rain. Oh, God. Right, pause. The seller has appeared to grab these. So let's sell those. So they can have 30 bottles. Wait to sell 30. Yeah, have 30 bottles, please. Of just that. You can sell that easy peasy. Good. You can get rid of those. Right, this might be okay now. There's not much of it. Cork, and that one. Bottle. Let's organise a tasting. They're probably going to say, this is distinctly average, but I'll take that. I'll take average. Oh my God. Oh dearie me. Everyone with the basement empty backyard. What? It's that bad? I might discard it. I'm just going to bin it. Just get... Or do you reckon I can sell it with the crap guys? Can I sell that with these guys? Can I give them 120 bottles just to see if they can sell it? Because why not? If I can make any money on my absolute toilet wine, I might as well. Okay, what I'm going to do is I've got 175 grand. I'm going to upgrade the Chateau. This is going to be exciting because it might give me some other options here to get rid of the pretty fruit flies, like some sort of sprays or something. So it's going to cost me $100,000. Let's do it. Boom. You don't have enough renown to upgrade your chateau. What? What? Where's that? Renown costs 50. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, how can I get some renown? There was a thing in here that got me 10 renown. What was that? That was like was it the thing? That lighthouse was too expensive. A wind turbine. 10 renown. 50 grand. Shall I build one of those? For no reason at all. Okay, yeah, let's put one there. Oh, I can't put it down anywhere. I can't... Hello? I can't put... Oh, there, look. There we go. So it's sitting there. I must pay attention to the wine. Trim. Quicker. Trim more. And you. Trim that one quicker. Trim. Right, I'm going to trim it again. Trim that back. Trim that back. And trim that back. Beautiful. Right, good. The wind turbine is spinning around. This is good. Oh, God. Fungal rot and fruit flies. I've got the worst bloody vineyard ever. Come on, sunshine. It's boiling hot. Fungal rot can go away. Fungal rot is for not this. For not my ones. It's dry. Fungal rot can go away. We've at least got some ripeness. Okay. Come on. Let's just get some ripeness and we'll have to just deal with the crappy yield as it comes. Oh, God. There's nothing. Okay, the fungal rot has gone. However, the fruit flies are still there, but we have got some good ripeness. We've just not got much in the way of yield. Okay, so they're all going to get the bonus if it's rubbish, which is good. Okay, so done. Let's do the stamping on it. Okay, so reducing sweetness by 1. So we want that to be in for a month. The Chardonnay can go in for 2 weeks. And the Syrah... Yeah, that was alright at sweetness 6, wasn't it, actually? That seemed to be pretty good. So let's leave that at less than 2 weeks, I think. I'm not entirely sure of that Syrah yet. I haven't had a good... I've had a 4-star, but not a 5-star, so we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, pressing it. The Cabernet Sauvignon, we don't want any more acidity, because that'll come down when we leave it for a month in the barrels to 4 and 5, which I think is good. The Chardonnay, let's add 1 to it. And the Syrah was good when it was very acidy, wasn't it? So let's do that. Let's add 9. Let's have acidity 9 to it. Like that. Whatever. Let's try it. Let's see if that works. So they're going to press. Right, stick it in the same barrels like that. Like so. And then immediately, let's just go and check. Let's just go and check our wines. The Cabernet Sauvignon needs to stay in there for a bit. Chardonnay needs to stay in there for 1 month, possibly. This I'm going to leave for 1 month as well and see what happens. So in December, I'm going to just see. Let's run it round to December. There we go. Right. Quick, run to the basement. Here we go. So this is good. I think this is a good one. The Chardonnay should hopefully be okay. So cork all the way to the end. Bottle that one. And let's get... In fact, there. The Cabernet Sauvignon's all right as well. Let's bottle that. Got enough money. Oh, got loads of money. That's good. Cork, and the Cabernet Sauvignon was that one, but just not a lot of it, unfortunately. Let's try this, shall we? Let's try 8646. That'll do. Let's give that a go. 8646. We'll see if that's any good. So it was that type, wasn't it, with the first bottle. Okay, organise a tasting for the Chardonnay. Yep, we'll have you 3 lovely people, and it's a 4-star. Good, I'll take that. Let's organise a tasting for the first red wine, whatever it is, the Cabernet Sauvignon. Hopefully this is going to be a top wine. Yes. Oh, I've got renown 49. I want renown 50. Come on. And organise a tasting for the Syrah. Please be good. Tuma Takahashi. Yes. Oh, yes. I've got a 4-star reviewer person. Okay, here we go. Can this push my prestige, my renown over 49? No, that's just cruel. Okay, but I can sell that wine for quite a lot. Okay. This is the wine that's going to sell quick. So let's give a lot of that wine to these guys. Because they sell it for a... Oh, should I give it to those? No, 180 can go to those guys because they sell it for the most money. These guys can have the remaining 60. So let's sell that. These guys, the top folks, 270 of those bottles can go to them. And then we're going to have to sit and wait for the rest. And yeah, that's really annoying that I've got renown 49. Never mind, I wanted to upgrade the bloody thing. I wanted to upgrade the chateau to 50, but alas, I don't think I can. I think with that there, we've got some money. So we've just got 119 grand. So we just got a little payment for some of the wine. I think we're going to stop there. I think we're going to have another part of this just because I want to upgrade that chateau. I just want to do another sort of couple of batches. I want to get my renown up to over 50 just to upgrade this to see what options it gives us. So I imagine it must give us some more things in here as well. Like maybe it does give us sprays to get rid of the bloody fruit flies. And yes, they've gone off the Cabernet Sauvignon, but I guess because they're adjacent, there's more chance of the fruit flies than infecting the things that are next door, I guess. Because they can just literally go, because they're flies. I believe they can fly with their fly wings. Go over here and start infesting things. So that's bloody irritating. So, yeah. So I think this deserves another part. It deserves another little dabble in the world of wine. Just to see if we could upgrade our little shack into a proper actual chateau. Which would be lovely and beautiful. And it'd make me look like I have a big house and I'm a success. Look, it's got shuttered windows and things. I suppose you have to lean out the window and water those. Whatever. So yes, I need 50 renown, however. And I only have 49. So next time out, hopefully, we'll be able to get to 50. and then upgrade this and see how it goes. So my lifetime revenue, I've made nearly half $500,000 from this, which is rather good. I just need that last little bit of renown push. So hopefully we'll get that this time around. We'll get that with one of these wines. If I can get a good Sauvignon again or something, just kind of creep that forward, get that, see what it brings us. And then, yeah, I don't know. If we do really well, maybe we'll buy some more tiles and plant some more wine and see how that goes. I don't know. But I'm quite enjoying this. It's nice. It's sort of a nice, relatively calm, sort of peaceful sort of game. The music's quite sort of soothing and whimsical, and I like the little additions that you don't have to have, but you can have, like that. Look, you don't need to have a wind turbine, but you can if you really want one. So that's lovely. And there's a little lake here, and I believe there are some fish in the lake, but there, look, fish. So I guess I could buy some more tiles as well as it goes. Maybe change that and try and make it into a forest tile to increase the yield of these a bit more. I don't know. We'll see. That's for another time. So for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. How are we doing? You've just circumvented the queue. You, sir, are a cheat. Oh my goodness me, there's 12 million people that just come in from an airplane. Are you a skeleton? Are you just Skeletor? Is that all it is? You, madam. You are a pain. You are a scourge upon this earth. People are urinating on the floor.